welcome to another episode of Kenya on the Move. I am your host Leona Kicho, and this is the political episode. In this episode, we cover the nominations of ODM in Kibera constituency, where we will see the Honorable Ken Okoth go against Raila's former aide Eliud Owalo and Judah Oduor. Let's cross over to our reporter Ian Kinywa to tell us more about this process.
Kibera is coined from the Nubian word Kibra, meaning forest or jungle, as history dates back to the colonial period when it originated as a settlement for Nubian soldiers returning from service with the King's African Rifles as a reward for their efforts in 1904.
It reports that Kibera's population stands at 170,070 people, contrary to previous estimates of 1 or 2 million people. Most of Kibera residents live in extreme poverty, earning less than $1 a day. There are few schools and most people cannot afford education for their children, leaving them to idle around doing all sorts of odd jobs in an effort to sustain the basic needs of the family. Hygiene and sanity is also another key issue that affects the consistency that is caused by congestion and overpopulation that has made it difficult to deal with waste management. Kibera is heavily populated by human refuse, garbage, soot, dust, and other wastes. The lack of sanitation combined with poor nutrition among the residents accounts for many illnesses and diseases. Cases of diseases caused by poor hygiene are prevalent in the area. Such diseases include cholera, typhoid, and bilharzia, among others. A great majority living in the slum lack access to basic services, including electricity.
All of this, residents of Kibera are proud of their home and try their best to protect and take care of their community. This being an election year, Kibera has attracted major political interest from the opposition, whose leader, the retired Prime Minister Raila Odinga, now running for president, has in the past served as the Kibera MP for 25 years.
The Election and Boundary Commission records that the constituency has 97,813 registered voters. It will be interesting to see who will be chosen by the party members to contest for elections that will be held on 8th of August. The constituency is widely considered an opposition stronghold. Winning party primaries of ODM is as good as winning the general elections. This is what formed our decision to cover the party primaries. The nominations attracted several candidates contesting for the parliamentary seat, among them Raila Odinga's daughter, Rosemary Odinga, who later bowed out of the race due to sickness. Incumbent Honorable Kenneth Okoth, Raila's former advisor Eliud Owalo, and Judah Oduor are among the people contesting for the MP seat. Kibera is often associated with violence during elections as aspirants mobilize their supporters to dispute elections results, causing tension and havoc in the city. Will this year be the same case? We went to the streets of Kibera to get the opinions of the residents concerning the candidates and the nomination process that has been marred by violence in other parts of the country. Let's hear what they had to say.
Kuna watu wengi sana hapa Lindi Ward. Tunataka hiyo nomination ikuje kwa mzuri, hakuna machafuko, hakuna kila kitu. Watu wako wengi, lakini fika tarehe 25 tutachagua watu moja tutaingia hapo. Nao wengine wote tunataka tuwaonge kumeshindwa unga chama.
Hawajakuwa wakizingatia raia na wakaaji. Unapata wanatafuta kazi, wanaungwa mkono, wanaingia makazini, wakishaingia makazini wanafanya mambo zao, miradi zao, maendeleo zao, lakini mwisho ikifika tena wakati wa uchaguzi ndio unaona sasa wanashika urafiki, wanataka wafanye nini? Warudi kwa raia. Lakini kitu mimi sasa napongeza raia ni kwamba hali ya shida na ile kungangana na maisha imefanya wengi wao wamekuwa werevu. Sasa hawaangalii hasa ni matamshi gani ama maneno gani unakuja kuambia. Wasaizi wako na ile haja kutaka kujua kwamba wewe ni kiongozi ambaye utawajibika kwa raia ama vipi.
Mimi naitwa Fredrick Otieno Uma. Natoka katika mtaa wa Kibra. Ward ni ya Sarang'ombe. Mimi ni kijana ambaye nimezaliwa hapa ndani. Tumechaguana since hizo miaka zenye zimepita mpaka saa hii. Lakini raundi hii 2017 kuna baadhi ya wale wenye wamefanya kazi kama hao leaders wamefanya kazi, lakini kuna vitu zingine hawajafanya. Sasa itategemea na raia. Kama ulifanyiwa kazi nzuri na kansila, unaweza ukamrudisha. Kama hukufanyiwa kazi na kansila, huwezi mrudisha. Upande wa MP, mimi nasema hivi, enyewe siwezi shutumu MP. Naona MP amefanya kazi nzuri, kama kuendeleza shule, madarasa, kujenga. Naona at least amefanya kazi. Ukiangalia hata kaunti zingine unaweza pata MP yuko pale hakuna mambo mingi yenye anaweza timizia raia, lakini hawezi timiza. Lakini huyu wetu wa sasa, mimi naona kura itamwangukia.
The people who are going to contest in these upcoming nominations are so many, especially the MCAs are quite many, meaning they will split votes, and let me predict early that the winner will come with a very small margin, but that is their democratic right to contest. It is entailed in the Constitution of our Republic of Kenya. The current one, to me, has done a very tremendous work, because you know, if somebody can value education, I really respect that fellow. Especially in this slum area, in this constituency of ours, the young youths always depend on handouts. But in this world, we need not to get handouts to the young people. I would vote for the current one, regardless of ABCD. He has used the CDF in a very smart way. Remember, he was the one MP in the National Assembly, about 290, who has done a tremendous job. He has spent it nicely, he has done everything, even though the youths are crying because of that handout I've been talking about. And I hate that one. I need everyone to get everything straight, and everyone should move the same direction. Thank you guys. Above all, election is coming, and Kenyans will remain Kenyans. We preach peace, but let any political divide not to take advantage of peace we are preaching. We need things to be transparent. Transparent, where a winner shakes hands together with a loser.
We hope that the people are going to exercise their democratic duties and elect their candidates through a free and fair elections to avoid cases of people taking to the streets to demonstrate against an election of a member they did not vote for. I have been your host, Ian Kinyua, and this is Kenya on the Move.
Round hii vijana tumemtachagua mtu juu ya issues,
sio chama ama kabila.
Mimi nachagua kiongozi anayeheshimu sheria za Kenya.
Mimi nachagua ufanisi.
Mimi nachagua umoja.
Hakuna mtu atanitumia kuleta furugu kwa sababu ya kura.
Tukikubali matokeo ya kura, mshindi ni Kenya.
Mimi nachagua kabisa.
No vote, your future.
I'm James Isaac, a student in KU, Kenyatta University. I'm taking a Bachelor of Political Science.
According to you, who is to blame for the violence witnessed in nominations and elections?
According to me, the person to be blamed is the chairman of the Electoral Boundary Commission, because when he will be producing the result of the election, he is supposed to give the correct result as scheduled by other referees who are checking the election process, and also election process should be revealed clearly as it has come from the lower departments, from the referees results up to the upper department of the election boundary commission.
Another episode of Kenya on the Move. This is the political story, and with us today is Meshack Odede, and he'll help us to understand more about the politics in Kibera and know what the future holds for Kibera residents.
Thank you. My name is Meshack Odede. I run a foundation called Key Foundation, Key Empowerment Foundation Kenya. We have worked in Kibra. We have done a bit on civic awareness and other civic engagements, like issues to do with birth certificates, identity cards, and other things like that. So we have worked with Rosemary Odinga, who has been the patron of the foundation. Yes.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you join us today. And so let's get straight to the questions.
Yeah.
So recently Rosemary Odinga pulled out of the race for the parliamentary seat in Kibera due to the doctor's advice.
Yeah.
So Kenyans wanted to know more about this.
What I can say is that she was already in the race before she fell sick, and sickness is an unfortunate thing. So if the doctor has advised that she needs, largely what cuts across is the will of the people. Anytime it is seen that the will of the people is not being reflected, that anxiety makes people sometimes go violent. But we can also say that it's upon the aspirants, because they can always control their supporters, they can always talk to their supporters to be peaceful no matter what, as nominations happen. Yeah. The other thing I would say, if you're talking about measures that can be taken, is that aspirants are supposed to be given these ultimatums or guidelines, or they should be made known that party can always bar them if they get violent.
Aspirants, once selected, what is it that they can do for the people of Kibera to change their lives?
Yeah, I truly expect that if any of these aspirants is elected, the first thing is to go back and see their manifestos and the promises they made, because this is what always brings a lot of apathy when it comes to voting, because members of the public always say, politicians come and say what they want to say to be elected, and then after that they don't even stick to those, they divert to other things. So I really expect them that after being elected they will go back to their manifesto and fulfill those promises, because right now a lot of promises are being made. Yes.
Could you give us an analysis or a prediction of who you think is likely to be the member of parliament of Kibera come August?
That is very tricky, but yes, you just like you have said it, my own thinking and analysis, I think the incumbent is going to come back. Right now that Rosemary is not in the picture, I believe he's going to win.
It is your democratic right to take part in elections. I hope that you watching this episode took part in nomination of the preferred candidate. I've been your host, Leon Akicho. Stay tuned for our next episode.